Trump's mantra these days, well, it seems to be more like for me, but not for thee, and free speech is, of course, the latest example. Welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show. On our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers, we are truly getting there thanks to you. So please help me to grow this community. Hit subscribe, watch, comment, and share. Share this with everyone you know because it's that important. Now, Jimmy Kimmel and ABC Disney may be targeted for making jokes at his expense, but Fox News, nah. On the other hand, they could continue to spread problematic messages, misinformation, disinformation, malinformation, and stay on air. I mean, it is almost as if Fox sends out a sign-up sheet for Trump pundits to come on air and praise Trump. Lindsey Graham, well, he went on air and he praised Trump and said, no, follow me, do not leave. Lindsey Graham turns around and says that he hopes Trump runs for a third term. Play the clip.
This guy's a cross between P.T. Barnum and Ronald Reagan. He's in everybody's head. God bless you, President Trump, for standing up in the UN and telling the world the way it is. We don't have to live this way. We don't have to live with the Europe that's buying Russian oil at the time we're all trying to stop the war with Russia and Ukraine. So I hope he runs again. You know,
Truly despicable. You would think that Lindsey Graham, who's not new to Congress, would actually know better. But Jesse Waters goes on and explains that leaders across the world, I mean, just let me give you an example of blowing smoke up Trump's ass. Jesse Waters claims that leaders across the world are calling Trump Daddy Trump and bowing down to him. Play the clip.
Leaders around the world are calling Trump daddy, nominating him for the Nobel Peace Prize and flying to Mar-a-Lago for rounds of golf. Trump even got Zelensky to put on a suit at the White House and at the UN. A big shift is happening.
Yeah, right. So Trump, what did he do? He sent over his personal valet and said, here, wear this suit. I mean, it's amazing how they make things up. And the worst part is that there are so many people that listen to Fox News and they accept this bullshit as truth, because then what happens is they continue to regurgitate it over and over and over again, which is a Stalin-esque approach. The more you repeat the lie, the more the lie becomes the truth. Tomi Lahren, she goes on and she said that all roads lead back to Daddy Trump. Everyone's calling him Daddy Trump now. Why? Because it was probably in the talking points memo. But she says all the roads lead back to Daddy Trump. Context of this clip is that French President Macron had to call Trump when his car was being blocked by Trump's motorcade. Play the clip.
In the end, all roads lead back to Daddy Trump. You notice who these world leaders call, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're all being told to use the term Daddy Trump. Sean Hannity, expect nothing less, said that Trump's UN speech was by far the very best speech that he has ever seen on the world stage. Play the clip.
And by the way, he should. In 2023, we gave the UN some $13 billion taxpayer dollars, about 25% of their entire budget, and 75% of that contribution was voluntary. What do we have to show for it? A broken escalator, a broken teleprompter, and a world broken by war and a useless institution that pushes globalism. But the president was undeterred by the setbacks, proceeded to deliver what I actually believe was the best speech on the world stage I've ever seen him give. It was deep, it was impactful, it was profound. He spared no one from his truth-telling, friend or foe alike. He challenged every single globalist institution, starting with the UN itself for their failures and outdated way of thinking. He laid out a new vision for the world. President Trump uniquely understands that the power, the might, and the purpose of this country, the United States of America, must be used as a force for good, and that's exactly what he is doing.
No, what he's actually doing is pushing all of our allies into the hands of our adversary, specifically China. Caroline Levitt, again, what would you expect? She goes on and says that Trump brought common sense to the United Nations. Play that clip.
In fact, the room was absolutely packed to the walls. Every single leader showed up for President Trump's speech today, and they heard him loud and clear. And I am proud to work for President Trump every day, Jesse, but I was especially proud watching the President of the United States of America bring common sense to an organization that has made no sense for far too long. And the President gave some tough love. He said, "You are all destroying your own country." And the United States of America was just being destroyed by one of your own. He took one of your own, a globalist in Joe Biden, who had no idea what he was doing. The president took a sledgehammer to the failing globalist world order. He talked about how all of these countries need to have pride in themselves like we do here in the United States of America. They should be proud of their home.
No, we don't have pride. What we have is divisiveness and a lot of rage. Levitt also goes on and says that if Putin wants to continue to fight, so will Trump. Play the clip.
But the president has said if Vladimir Putin wants to keep fighting, well, the president knows how to fight. But ultimately, always, Jesse, the president has wanted peace. He's wanted this war to come to an end, and he's made that very clear since he came into office in January.
All right, Caroline, thank you.
Yeah, sure. Meanwhile, just to back up her, Lindsey Graham goes on and says that the Trumps have changed everything, and world is now better off because of them. Play that clip.
The Trumps have changed everything. This world is better off for President Trump being president, and there's a new sheriff in town, and you saw it today.
Yeah, let me be very clear. Starting a crypto, selling $500,000 memberships, I don't know, maybe some watches or a guitar or hats. Trump is right about everything. World is much better off for it. And because Fox's journalism, of course, is top tier, Jesse the Jerk-Off Waters spoke with Stephen Miller. Actually, it was Stephen Miller's wife about what it was like to be married to him. Play that clip.
You are married to Stephen Miller,
I am.
so you are the envy of all women. What is that like?
The sexual matador, right?
What is it like being married to such a sexual matador?
He is an incredibly inspiring man who gets me going in the morning with his speeches being like, let's start the day. I am going to defeat the left and we are going to win. He wakes up the day ready to carry out the mission that President Trump was elected to do.
I think.
Oh, my heart goes out to her. Meanwhile, Jesse then goes on and says that if we don't protect Europe, it will become Afghanistan. I mean, seriously, how ignorant and racist can someone be? Play the clip.
My producer's mom talked to the customs official who was livid and said, yeah, there are plane loads of these people who are coming in all day, every day, and we just have to let them in. You see them on boats racing onto the shore in France. If we don't protect the birthplace of Western civilization, we're finished. How long can we go before Europe ceases to exist? Cities across the world are turning into little Jalalabads.
Wow. Wow. Is it any different than when Trump was making the statement about Mayor Sharif of London? Yes, there is a large Muslim population in London. Does London no longer exist? He goes on to gaslight and makes a claim that the mayor of London, very much like what he expects if Mandani wins here in New York, that they will institute Sharia law here in New York, there in London, none of which of that is true. Number one, the mayor of either cities doesn't have the power to do that. Not as powerful as, well, let's just say the president of the United States, who can do anything. It's so racist. It's so misogynistic. It's so gross. It's what I talk about in my Substack. Trump shreds America's global standing. Comments like this, they don't inspire, as Stephen Miller's wife just said. they divide. And to call every single country, 193 countries are there. So to call 192 countries shitholes, how do you bring them together if in fact that there is a crisis? If we are to stop China, if we are to stop Russia, if we are to stop these authoritarian regimes, don't we need the world? Don't we all have to be one? And finally, I want to end one more clip of this jerk off Lindsey Graham again saying that Trump should run for a third term. Play the clip.
Trump 2028. I hope this never ends. When he asks, what should you do if a Russian jet flies into your country? Shoot it down.
Sure, absolutely. By the way, they would have every right to do it if they cross onto their borders to protect themselves. But Lindsey Graham, with this ongoing, and don't think that this isn't orchestrated, because it is. We already have merchandise being sold out of the White House. Out of the White House, Trump 2028. He gives it out to people when they come to the White House. Just understand one thing. It violates the Constitution, which only leads me to believe, are we going to have a Constitution if we are not successful in the midterms? And that's why I keep saying to you, help me to grow this. I want to put in the time. I want to put in the effort. I believe the future of our constitutional republic depends on it. So join me in this. Subscribe, watch, comment, and please share this episode with everyone you know. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.